Morning folks, I had to do it this way up this morning because I couldn't get it to turn round. So I've got the dogs just sitting there while I have a little rant because we've been so far around the walk and I've just collected the poo and put it in the dog bin. So they, oh I said dogs, that was daft wasn't it? Sit. There's the bin, there's some dog poo. It's like, how many paces? One, maybe it's 2 paces to the dog bin. The ducks are diving and coming out like that. And these two have got their eyes on stalks at the minute. Spud's sitting there watching, Dante's standing there watching. And it's like, this is seriously exciting. The ducks are having a good old fish and a swim and a clean and doing whatever it is that ducks do. I don't know what they do. Not being a duck person, being a dog person. So these guys are really interested. Morning John, how you doing? So we're going to head into the woods today. Spud, this way. So I'm sorry I wasn't live yesterday. I got caught up in a meeting about dogs, funnily enough, dogs in the dog world. So couldn't go live yesterday. By the time I finished it was too dark to go out with the phone and the dogs. It was just enough to take the 3 of the dogs out. So I'm sorry I didn't go live yesterday when I promised I would. But oh look, fur babies. That is the only kind of fur baby that we should be talking about. Baby fir trees. No, dogs. Hi Rebecca, how you doing? Hi Neil, I'm very good, thank you. I hope you are too. Hope you're having a really good week. So, Christmas next weekend. That's all a bit exciting, isn't it? We have got... Spud, what have you got? Let me see. Oh, it's okay, you can have that. Come on then. So, we have got later a Christmas party. And it's a virtual party. So my business mentor, the group that I'm in, my business group, Owen Fitzpatrick, who does Changing Minds, he's a psychologist and international speaker and just awesome man. We have a Christmas party tonight. And so I decided to stop wearing my Christmas earrings to get into the swing of it, get into Christmas. And it's really good because we've got people from all over the world. We've got a guy in Japan who'll be staying up for it or getting up really silly early for it. And it's good. It's been a bit of a lifesaver, hasn't it, Zoom? During lockdown and allowing you to get with your family, even though you can't be with your family. And so last Christmas, come on Dante, let's go this way. Last Christmas we zoomed Callum because his girlfriend was working with somebody who had COVID, so they were in isolation. So we had Zoom in the afternoon, and then, of course, we were pretty much in full lockdown. But this year, when he's finished work, we'll have, assuming we can still get together, we'll get together for Christmas. So it's all a bit exciting, really, isn't it? How we took things for granted, and then we were in lockdown, and then we're out of lockdown, and now things are getting a bit scary again, which is why I've started my live walks again. And I'd just like to thank everybody for, the messages that I get, especially during last lockdown, when I was going live every week, and just thanking me for taking people out into the open when they were shielding or not able to get out and about. And I really appreciate it. I really appreciated the messages. Because sometimes it's really cold walking the dogs and holding a phone. Your hands get really numb. So I really appreciated the fact that it was acknowledged. So thank you to everybody who's done that. You're wonderful. It's very slippy. It's not lovely and crisp, fresh. That's funny. Yeah, I know he is, isn't he? It's not that fresh, or it might just be that I've got lots and lots of layers on. My fingers are kind of a bit purple at the minute. Let's see what that hand's doing. That hand's gone a bit white. The joy of rain on its hand. So it's not that crisp, but it could just be that I've been out already. I've trained Emrys. He did retrieving in cover a lot with him at the minute. So I've done a little video that I'll put up when I get back home of him just retrieving in the long white grass, I suppose it's the dead grass, it's the hay, isn't it, that hasn't been cut. But I was so proud of him. He did this lovely split retrieve. And what I did is I sat him up and then walked up the track a little and through it, and then went round the back of a bush and through the other one, and then walked back to him. So I did like a little triangle around the bush, and he sat still, and he was sitting, his front left paw was on a stick, and the stick was sticking upright. And I thought, right, okay, this is going to be a really good test to see if he moves when I'm out of sight. And I come back and the stick was still sticking up, and I was so proud of him. But he's good, but he's not good enough for me to do videos like that. I'm still very much concentrating on delivery and motivation and steadiness and accuracy, unlike these little chargers. So I was so proud of him. He's coming on a treat. He's a cracking dog, and I'm so grateful to Eleanor for allowing me to take one of her puppies, because he's a bit awesome. And then we're heading down to see Joe on Sunday for the last session of the year. Dogs, the heron, I don't know if you can see, the heron's just taken off across the lake, across the loch there. Can you see it? The dogs must have given it a fright. Let's see if I can zoom in on it without looking as if I'm looking into this person's house, which is inappropriate. So let me just see. There it is. I've not seen it down at this little loch before. I've only ever seen it at the one. Oh, there it goes. Let's see if I can catch it. Oh, bugger. There it is. Lost it. I can see it gone through the trees. Can you still see it? No, I bet it's on the way to the other loch. I wonder if we'll see it. I wonder if we'll see it when we get over to the other side. That'd be really good, wouldn't it? This is a gnarly old tree. No, don't even think about it, buddy. So it's just glorious. Come on, dogs, let's go. It's just great. So blessed, really, really blessed to live in this amazing place. Come on, dogs. Here he comes. Bringing up the rear. Just going to see some of these. Let me see what you've said, John. 2 days ago in the woods. Oh, there we go. He tried climbing a tree. Oh my goodness, the dog tried climbing a tree because a squirrel had gone up there. Goodness me. They are a bit agile, these spaniels, aren't they? I had Bart, who is on the front cover of the Pet Gun Dog book. So the way it goes is Dante's uncle was Ziggy. Dante. And Ziggy's uncle was Bart. And I can remember, pre-New Zealand, so it would have been 2002, going training with Bart, and what they did is they fired the launcher over a fence, and he'd put an A-frame up, and we'd taken the dogs over the A-frame a couple of times so that we thought they knew what was expected of them. And Anthony fired the launcher over into the next field and sent Bart for it. And the silly sausage, instead of going over the A-frame, he climbed up the chicken wire fence by his claws. And it put the fear of God into me. I thought he was going to do some serious damage as he slid over the top of it. But he was okay. he was okay, but they're really funny, these high prey dogs, aren't they? It's just like, let me at it. Gives a job, I can do that. I think we'll go up here today. It gets really cloudy down there, so we're going to go up this way. Come on, Dante. And then we'll be back at the loch. This is a nice fallen tree. Quite often I put a dummy over the other side and get them to do a jump. So it's quite good. This is one of the areas where I come out and train the dogs in, and I'll normally stand, good lad, I'll normally stand at one side, I normally stand up there and then throw the dummies down there and over there. And I've just started doing it over here with Emrys, but not over the fallen tree yet. I'm not jumping him yet, he's a little bit too young to be jumping. But I have started doing split retrieves where I'm standing there and I'm throwing a split down there for him and down there for him. So I still haven't started teaching him lefts and rights yet. He's 11 months next week and he's still very, God, he's like a little stag, but he's still quite loose-limbed. You know, when he moves, his legs are still, he's a bit Bambi-ish, his legs are still going in all directions. So I've decided, rather than crack on with lefts and rights, I'm just gonna get those ligaments, get some good integrity in the ligaments, and get his muscle around the joints nice and strong and robust before I start twisting and turning him too much. So we're doing lots of get-ons and marks and memories, and split retrieves at the minute. And we introduced hunting the other day, which he just thought was the best thing ever. Getting your nose down for a digestive biscuit. I think he thought all his birthdays came at once. Right, let's see. Dante, here. With me, dogs. Just want to see if the heron's here for you. It normally just sits over there, but it isn't. And it might be on the other side of that wee island in the loch, although it might just be called a rubble because it is tiny. Dogs with me. It's quite funny in the summer. The ducks will roost here and over here. And when I first moved up, I didn't know that. And I'd let the dogs off at, you know, it gets light about 4 o'clock in the morning up here in the summer. And so I'd be walking through here at 5:30, 6 o'clock. The ducks would still be roosting, but I didn't know. And you'd just see all these ducks taking off in the woods, followed by a spaniel, you know, and it was really good training on the stop whistle. I thought it was there, but it's not. Never mind. Right, we're back where we started. I'm gonna say goodbye to everybody, and dogs here. Dante. I'll end with the dogs on camera as always. Good boys. Have an amazing day. I'll see you again next week. I'll see you next week for a walk. I'll probably do it on Instagram because I said I would do it. I would alternate it. So have an amazing day. Have a really lovely build up to Christmas, and take it steady and stay safe. And I'll see you soon. Bye bye.